study,
and play come together on a Windows 11 PC.
And for a limited time, college students get
The best of both worlds.
Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DND404. I am your DM, Tony. And joined with me today are the other three. Well, I'm something of a William Dafoe movie enthusiast myself. Jared.
Not if you call him William.
And also, it's 4 people, not 3.
Willem.
What's going on, guys? Myelin reporting in, and my William Dafoe movie is...
Oh.
No one says Willem. No one says
Everybody
that.
says Willem.
Everybody?
All the people I know, the cultured people.
It's Boondock Saints.
Have some respect, man.
Boondock Saints is my definite banger. I really enjoyed him in that movie. It was great. What about you, Dan?
Hello, everybody. My name is Dan. I play Boram DuMarais, your bog frog artificer, and I am the life aquatic with Steve Zissou. Is that how you say that? Of this podcast. If you haven't seen The Life Aquatic, very, very funny movie.
That sounds like hella AV Club energy shit, dude. What did you just... What?
It's a Wes Anderson film.
Ah, there it is. Okay. Yep. What did I say?
Anderson.
AV Club.
Yeah. All right. Alec, what you got?
Yeah, my name is Alec. I play Kaz'il Amberleaf, and my favorite William Dafoe movie is Aquaman.
You just Googled it.
Because he plays Volk in Aquaman. And I said his name wrong just for Dan. What about you, Kyleigh?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kyleigh. I'm Vivien Charmant. And I got real nervous at first with Dan's, but my favorite Willem Dafoe movie is The Grand Budapest. Also from Wes Anderson. Hell yeah. If you know, you know.
Let's go on.
How about you, Tony?
Mine... It's not a troll pick, I promise. It's... Because he's the only good actor in this movie. Is gonna be Netflix's version of Death Note.
I hate you.
Because he plays the god of death, Ryuk, and he is just absolutely amazing as Ryuk. He's the only redeeming quality of that movie.
It's really
That's
good.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Dude, this Life Aquatic movie, Bill Murray, Owen Wilson,
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum. What the heck?
You gotta watch it. It's so good.
Wes Anderson's so good.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised nobody said Finding Nemo.
Oh, is that why you like
That was my backup.
Orange Beanie so much?
Well, he said the other one that he's in the ocean, so it's kind of like Finding Nemo.
Oh, Lighthouse. Right.
Oh yeah, he isn't finding him. He's the fish with the scar.
Yeah.
He's Gil.
What an actor with range, for real.
Uh-huh.
Now you know the deal. Before we do the recap, we're going to do the rundown. And today's rundown is brought to you by, from what I understand, it was some under-the-table handshake deals. Dan.
No, it's Alec. I'm not.
Come on.
Dan now backstepping live, Alec.
Yeah. Okay. So for the rundown this week, we are running down the website. That's right. DND404.com. Go check out our new playmats because they'll be up by now, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out. They're super sick. I am personally going to buy one because my mouse pad is just not big enough, but this is huge. It'll cover my whole desk and I can always catch up on the little minute details of D&D because it's amazing. So check it out, DND404.com.
I feel like the playmatch is one of those things that we constantly tease, but never actually comes out.
It's like
It's
2.5
Duke 'em
years
forever.
in the making. Literally. Literally. Like, not even a joke. It's 2.5 years we've been working on that thing.
All right. And now we have the recap. Last session, number 24. Myelin, Boram, and Sunny bursted into the mines that had just exploded moments. Can you stop laughing? I'm trying to read this.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you'd actually read my note.
I don't have anything to go off of. I'm literally reading it word for word.
I'm so sorry. I spelled everything wrong. Go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's like trying to read like a fucking child's fucking handwriting. I'm just kidding. How about this word for word? Ready? We kicked off session 24 with Myelin, Boram, and Sunny bursting into the mines that had just exploded moments earlier to find workers inside being attacked by incredibly disgusting monsters with hundreds of spider legs, wings, and spectral abilities. Eventually, the three are able to survive the fight, but left in a wake of the massacre with the beast left behind. Myelin runs to the hidey hole with Sunny on his heels to grab everything he needs, while Boram stays behind to explain the situation to the house of the arms captain Von Ben. From the conversation, Boram was tipped off of the next job the team could pick up. After the three meet up, they head back to Boram's place to get some rest before meeting up with Kaz'il and Vivien. In the morning, Boram's place was not fully left alone. New Wella had
Okay,
left
that's
another...
where I fucked up. Don't read that part. Go
Okay, hold
from
on,
Dan's
Jesus.
notes.
Vivien wants Kaz'il to help frame her death because her dad is her dad and he sucks. Also, Vivien's dad decided to show up for tea, questions Vivien about pretty much everything. Kaz'il now has to find yet another place to live. And Tony, that is what I wanted to do during my downtime, now that I remember it. And that is where we left off. Bard, play that intro.
Disgraced in the Heartland, a star could set things right, manufacture the magical, and return a soul to light. From a scorched, fractured forest, the twilight in discourse, cleanse the rivers that bleed in this swamp of deceit and remorse. Help us conquer the shadow, dawn with a bright glow. We'll find where we belong, but what will await us when all our secrets are gone?
This is Kaz'il, Amberleaf of the Feywild. Come along as I explore the world of Umbrea. Joining me is a not-so-sneaky rogue, a child in the form of a dog, and a big old bayou pain in the ass. This is DND404.
Boyos, girlo, welcome to session 25. We are picking up this session in the morning of the 10th of Kythorn. After the group of you have decided to come up with your next step plan, the four of you are traveling through the stacks where we're going to pick up outside of Ivory Ossian's shop, while Ivory, the skeleton, is being interrogated by these two big burly half-orcs, and they are verbally shouting at him, asking for the whereabouts of Boram, trying to threaten him while trying to maybe bribe him with some gold, with Ivory giving some snarky comebacks and asking for a lot of obscene money that clearly cannot be paid by two half-orc thugs. I need to know where Boram DuMarais, the dirty, smelly, blonde-haired man who I know lives within the stacks. Now what I need from you, you bonehead, before I crumble you within my palm, is where he lives. I don't know what you're talking about. I never met this man in my life.
Oh, he's a good man.
He goes, I have good reason that he comes here quite often. And then the other half-orc comes in. The two half-orcs look virtually identical, but this voice is higher pitched. He goes, yeah, if you don't tell us where he is right now, we're going to thrash you. We're going to thrash you good. And I'm going to take your head and I'm going to use it as my own hat. That'd be kind of small for you, don't you think? As Ivory points to his much smaller skull. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you where he is for about, 10 platinum seems about right. He's like, oh, 10 platinum. And you see that he pushes him up against the wall. And Ivory, with his poker face, because he's just a skull, just stares at him as some coffee spills onto their clothes. What are the four of you doing?
Boram has disguised himself as this generic elf again, with like kind of ragged clothes like you might see in the stacks. But just keep moving, okay? Just keep moving. Don't mind them.
Do you keep this kind of company around often?
Old acquaintances. Just keep pushing on. And Boram shuts the fuck up as they start walking. Talk about it later. Go.
All right. I will take that cue, head down, and bolt with everyone.
I think they just walk casually past since Boram's disguised. He's just hoping they don't ask any questions, you know?
Kaz'il, what are you doing?
He's contemplating turning Boram over to him. He's like, huh?
Kaz'il, we gotta keep moving. Come on.
What?
We got stuff to do.
Okay, where were we going again?
I think we're looking for a place to stay.
Oh, yeah. And I think I went to the armory, the blacksmith, and picked that armor up already, right?
Yes, okay. You did, yeah. So you have, just so you remember, you do have the same quality of armor. It does have your sigils on there, but they're not as vibrant or on display as your old suit of armor was. But if somebody was close to you, they would recognize the house you're from and the kingdom you're from.
Yep, okay.
But not from far away. After a minute, you still hear some shouting, and it looks like that conversation continues. You do hear some breaking of wood. You would assume that they are like punching the wall next to him, trying to threaten him. And you continue to hear Ivory's snarky remarks as he feels like from that conversation, he's not breaking or snitching. Now, Boram, you know, by living in the stacks, Vivien, you hear a lot of stories about this, but may not seen it because of where you live within Boldaris. This is not uncommon in the stacks. People are often threatened and jumping on each other. It doesn't necessarily mean one party's good, one party is bad. It's just the stacks is the poorer part of Boldaris, and people are just always at ends with each other, shaking each other down for money, having disputes, people fighting in the streets. There's not much of a guard presence here, so as long as there is no like major crime happening, this stuff often just plays itself out. After about a couple minutes, you get a couple of blocks over. You no longer hear the shouting of that conversation, but the shouting of other conversations, and you are now safe for the moment.
I can breathe easier for a little bit.
So, you want to explain who those guys are and why you had to run like that?
Yeah. Walk and talk. And he is kind of like turn around, walking backwards, checking around the corners, but then proceeds forward, doesn't change his disguise, and he's going to keep it on for the hour. Yeah, those better known criminals. They as Bink and Bonk. Great people. Really good people. No, they bad. But when I first left the bog, I didn't really have any work, and you know Thornton Rock Village up there in the northeast?
I think so.
Vivien, you would know of this place.
Yes, I do know of this place. Yeah, I know this place, of course.
Yeah, they run a bit of crime over there, and I didn't really have any way to make money at the time. And well, they make a good business, stealing things, transporting things that maybe are hard to come by normally. And they didn't really have anyone to identify items, and well, certainly I could. So I was identifying all kinds of things for them. One day I got my hands on something that I thought I could use real well. I told them it didn't work. Left a fake, never looked back. Now, maybe they know it was a fake after all.
What was it?
This thing right here. And he pulls this rod. Myelin knows it. He pulls the rod out of his bag of holding.
How much is that worth?
Gods, I don't know. Quite a bit, though.
It's worth gods? Sonny chimes in.
No. Gods, comma, I don't know, Sonny. We need to work on the grammar.
All right.
When I'm doing grammar with this little guy, Petit over here, I'll do grammar with you too.
Oh, you can join in the orphan program. Perfect. Vivien puts that away for later.
I'm sorry, what?
Long story.
What kind of program?
We'll get to that in a second.
I don't know if you want him to. Okay, I don't know if he's going to be the best teacher, but yeah.
What you mean? I got all kind of knowledge in this head. I can teach anything you want.
Yeah, like how to work for criminals and thugs and then be hunted on later in life.
That's a great point.
I mean, that's in the past.
Spoken like a man without ops.
Oh, this girl.
Great vocabulary, Sonny. Nice start.
She winks at you.
He does chuckle a little bit, but keeps moving.
Boram, was the only thing you did just identifying stuff, or did you have to steal things too?
No, I was never stealing things. I mean, I'm not the strongest, so. They brought stuff back. I identified it. Told them what it was. You know, sometimes I'd identify about 30 items a day.
Okay.
Just about. They had all kinds of trinkets. A lot of illegal items. Sometimes animals. All kinds.
What district are the four of you heading to right now?
Boram's leading them to... He's going to get the job. They all said they were coming with me, so I guess they're coming with me. So he's going to Gregory Gullith
Gregory's one of the captains from the House of Arms that commonly posts jobs from Boldaris that typically need like strength in numbers or people who are willing to fight. And that's found on bulletin boards. You wouldn't speak to this person directly. It's just an official name to the quest to give credibility to. So as you make your way to the center of the city where there's one of these big job boards, you start hearing some murmurs throughout the city. And then you see one of like a young child running throughout the city with like a stack of newspapers. This is the Boldaris newsletter that comes out once a week. It typically comes out on the last day or the first day of a week. And it kind of gives news of what happened in the past 10 days. And you start hearing the words like murder, death, Westerly. That's weird. Somebody got murdered in Westerly? Whoa, that doesn't seem right. And then people are like gossiping amongst each other.
Boram like snags it out of one of the paper boy's hands as he walks by.
Like, extra, Rita. Oh, what a jerk. And he's like,
and I flick a copper pieces behind me.
And there's a couple of news articles that catch your interest. You see an article about Nuella, about getting into another fight after she strikes a chord with some out-of-towner at one of her shows in the Portside District. You see that Garrix had set out a new quest. That's a big centerpiece, and he took a platoon of Branded Blades members and elite-looking marksmen with him. You also see that there's already a column about what happened last night in the Underbelly, where there was an explosion. And the article specifically states, creepy crawlers are attacking our friendly creepy crawlers. The House of Arms is offering 400 gold pieces and 1 bronze guild voucher to anyone that assists in its resolution.
Ooh, I think the price went up a bit. Get one of them vouchers would be nice.
And now the main article is that there's a death in Westerly, that there's a mysterious death where the body was found partially devoured, and it was found in an alleyway. And that alleyway is now closed off. And it looks like it's kind of near the Four-Eyed Owl, but not directly near it. And it's weird because there is no crime, and there's a strong guard military presence in Westerly because it's one of the higher upper districts of the city.
I like to think like Sonny is like on my back or something as we're walking, reading the paper with me. See that, Sonny? Say how too late you get hit by the boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
I pass the paper over to Vivien.
You're gonna scare her like that? What are you doing?
I ain't afraid of no man with boogers.
Yeah, see, she fine.
That's so good. Vivien's gonna turn to Kaz'il real quick and go, do you know what happened to the 2 guys you, disposed of, at the Four-Eyed Owl? Do you think this could be one of them?
No, because I didn't eat them.
Well, I know you didn't eat them, but do you think maybe, what's his name, the man who ran the Four-Eyed Owl, disposed of them somehow?
Realistically not. I feel like the fact that they were Winter Eladrin somehow would have made the article, and plus there was 2 of them. I don't think it was. I think it might have been unrelated.
Also, what's going on with your girl? Why is she always getting into fights?
Nuella?
Look at Vivien.
You know what? It's kind of weird that she's always fighting. I don't know why. Unless they're talking about Grap specifically, but I don't think so.
No, that guy's in jail.
I haven't heard from her in a while. She's been pretty mad at me because of you.
Oh, really? She don't seem that mad at me, though. She stopped by last night.
What? She what?
Without my permission, though. Took my stash. And Boram now looks angry.
Well, maybe you deserve that for stealing her feather. That's pretty expensive.
Yeah, but that's already paid off. That's in the past. I don't know what... He starts grumbling to himself as he's looking at the board. As he walks up to the bulletin board.
Maybe I should check in with Nuella soon.
So we should go talk to Umbral, right? The tavern person?
What?
He's the guy from the Four-Eyed Owl?
Oh, you remember that, Myelin?
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to see this guy again. I point a thumb to Kaz'il.
I mean, it's not that he probably doesn't want to see me, but I'm probably not gonna help. Yeah, it's just me being there probably wouldn't be very helpful.
Yeah, bad for business. As I'm still eyeing the bulletin board, seeing if there are other jobs as well.
Nothing else really sticks out other than standard, like looking for help on like ranches, farms, local shops.
Wait, what about this one? And Kaz'il points to one, and it says the reward is a golden cash.
Get out of here.
That's a great choice, Kaz'il. I like that.
Yeah, I think we just do this one.
Oh, that's great. Oh, it's already been completed. It's been more completed.
But wait, all we have to do is just pick up a package?
Delivery quest. Let's go.
It seems so easy. It's an escort quest. We just got to walk this guy from one side of town to the other.
You want to do that? You want to do that? You want to do that?
What?
I'll ride this journey with you, man. I'll walk this walk with you. You want to do that one?
Gold cash. I think we just do this.
All right, we do that one after the demands. What do I have to do to accept the job posting?
Oh, yes. So on the job posting, it says they are meeting nightly around evening time to go in and address the situation in the underbelly. It has there's threat levels, and it says moderate to high threat. They are looking for well-capable fighters.
Boram, so what are you going to do while we run this?
Sorry, what?
Oh, that's a good point.
It says well-fit fighters.
Oh, Kaz'il, jeez.
Well, he said he's not a fighter.
He also said he wasn't very fit.
I get it. Yeah. It's fine.
He said it like 5 minutes ago.
I'll be there helping out in other ways, making sure you don't die. How about that?
I'm just speaking his truth.
Let me remind you, I have not been down yet.
Hey! That's a little rude.
Sorry, that was not a slight on you, Vivien. I mean, it kind of was, unintentionally, but...
Catching strays. I was trying to help.
All right, so when do you guys want to do this quest then? Do we know how long it'll last?
I gotta get Vivien's stuff started, so maybe we meet up in 2 or 3 days.
Sure.
Yeah.
All the worst stuff will be gone.
I got to figure out a place to live as well, so I could probably do that in the meantime.
Yeah, that was a good point. That's settled, though. In the meantime, I gotta go see buddy of mine, Gadget. Maybe you know something about those underdark creatures.
That could help. I gotta go pick up something tomorrow anyways.
So, Boram, when you mention that name, a thought does occur into your head, and it will come down to a roll of chance, because you do know, because of this incident, the underbelly of the city, where he primarily lives, is closed off to the public. So he will not be in his usual meeting spot. You'll have to do a search check to try to look for him, and you can use a skill of your choice that will be best, like an investigation check, or if you have another skill that could potentially be better, and you're going to make one to see if you can actually find him or not.
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can't find my guy. And we meet up in about 3 days. Come to my place, since it's close by.
I'm gonna have to stay with you a little bit longer.
Yeah, we already established that. Stay as long as you need. Once we get the mines figured out, then maybe you go back.
You were acting weird when I showed up a week later, and I was just making sure that it didn't be weird again.
It's not gonna be weird since I told you to come.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna squat down to Myelin and go, if you're gonna go look at that dead body, just let me know, come get me. I will come with you.
Myelin, don't go looking at no dead bodies. What you doing?
Oh, what?
It's just an investigation.
Yeah. I mean,
as long as Vivi's going with you, I feel a bit better about it. So
half eaten. I mean, I'm there. I'm more of a full eat kind of guy.
don't eat it either.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn to Kaz'il and Boram and go, I also want to make sure he doesn't get into any trouble or is scarred more than needed.
Yeah, I figured that's a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can't find my man on the inside. And he's looking around, and he still looks like an elf, and he starts walking away. All right, I'll see you later.
This episode is brought to you by Prime. What if you had one more chance with the one that got away?
Sam, you came home.
Based on the best-selling novel from Carly Fortune. Every Year After follows childhood friends Sam and Percy as they reunite in the dreamy, nostalgic lakeside town of Barry's Bay.
Love can be hard to find. So if you're lucky enough to find that person, never let go.
A second chance at first love. Every Year After. Streaming June 10th, only on Prime.
LinkedIn is great at connecting you with the world's largest professional network. But it can't connect you with motivation on a Monday morning. LinkedIn can help you get insights from your professional community. But it can't give you any insight into why Dave's still talking on mute. And while it can't stop your boss from bringing tuna for lunch, LinkedIn can help bring your career to the next level. LinkedIn is the network that works for you. Visit LinkedIn.com to learn more.
Okay, so we are going to do 3 days of downtime. Myelin, you go investigate this devoured body. And you go at night because that's typically probably the best time you could sneak around where there aren't too many prying eyes. As you go to look at this dead body, you notice that it's covered by a sheet. You can't really get a close look, but the sheet looks pretty small. Not because it's a small person was eaten or like a child suggesting youth, because there's not much left. In between these two buildings, there is blood splattered everywhere. Make me an investigation check.
I'm good at these.
I can't really help, but I'm supervising.
Detective Myelin is on the job. A 23.
As you study the area, everything is kind of clicking into place. It feels as if this poor innocent person was attacked by a beast of some kind rather than an intentional murder. By the blood splatter. Your childlike mind is making all these blood splatter forensic analytics. As you see the blood splats on the wall seem like things hitting it and leaving a mark rather than like a slashing motion. Where like if a blade were to slash somebody across the chest, it'll be like a streak of blood. This is like a splat of blood, like dollops of blood everywhere, suggesting that something was ripped and thrown rather than sliced and cut. If you would like to try to go look at the body, you may, but there are guards there, and you're in like a really good hiding spot where you know you won't get caught. But if you would like to go look at the body, you can make me a stealth check.
Yeah, I'm good at those. Oh my god, am I a detective? 17.
Woohoo!
17 is high enough. And since you are small enough and you are a creature of the night, you are able to sneak into the alleyway. It is strange that they haven't cleaned up the body. You peer under this tarp, and it is the remnants of a poor half-elf woman. Who look like to be wearing clothes of nobility, but is now tattered to shreds. There are giant bite marks spread out through her torso with ripped off limbs. And it looks like whatever was trying to eat her was trying to go through her like stomach cavity. Very brutal sight, very animalistic.
And he whispers to himself, anatomically annihilated and aggressively asunder, as he has been reading the dictionary and now knows a lot of A words and doesn't know much else, as he puts the cover down and kind of shifts left and right.
And that's where we'll end your downtime there. Boram, go ahead and make me a check to see if you could find your underbelly confidant who's currently potentially locked out of their home.
And if I can, I'll cast guidance as I'm looking.
Absolutely.
With an investigation check, that's going to be a 15.
You find your connection at a nearby tavern in the Port Side district. After some doing, when you went to go investigate the underbelly, you know that all of the entrances are closed off, and there are guards standing by these entrances, and you see that people are walking by inquiring what the threat level is of this quest that they have posted, and you do see that some people turn away after being told what the threat is. They are very transparent of what's going on, because you do know that the House of Arms never tries to fool anybody into taking on a mission. They are very transparent about what the threat is, and they always like to give the citizens of Boldaris a chance to aid them, even though you feel like they're capable of handling these types of situations themselves. And a lot of people are turning away from this quest. And as you're talking to one of the guards, where some people may have been escorted to, you go to a tavern in the Portside district where you find your connection, Gadget, who is a drow elf. You see him sitting at one table, reading a book. Kind of looks a little miffed.
Hey, Gadget! How's your mom and them?
Oh, is that who I think it is? Is that Boram?
My man.
How's your tush? And he sits you down and he opens it, moves the chair out for you.
Good as ever.
Yeah, family's good. Still a pain in my ass.
As always. Man. Listen, we about to be going down and fighting those. You heard about those creepy crawlers down in the mines, right?
Yes, I did. Quite the inconvenience. I cannot stand.
A bit for you.
Choldriths.
What they called?
Choldriths.
Spell it out for me. And he's got his notebook out.
Choldrith.
And you know anything about them that might help us as we trying to clear them out? I actually got a party that's trying to do it.
It's going to be a tough one if you're trying to get rid of those guys.
I'll do what I can. I'm going to do it just for you.
They typically like to stick to dark places, so it's not surprising that they would be that close to the underdark. But it also puts a damper in my plans because, well, now the House of Arms in the city knows that there's a way to the underdark from within the city.
That is true.
He knocks his knuckles on the table. Gonna disrupt a lot of my operations.
Our operations at that. It's fine. We figure it out.
My question is why these creatures are so close to the city, and why fake creatures would even be here under the city to begin with.
I don't know. I didn't even know they were fey, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You know, they hang around our plane, but they're from the Fae in the darkest reaches of the Fae, if you can imagine that.
You know, that's actually been happening a lot lately. We saw some red caps outside the city. About 3 days journey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're coming out of the woodworks, I guess.
Well, redcaps have always been like an infestation problem, but
Yeah.
it only suggests that,
Not like that, though.
huh.
Anyways, listen. You got any fun stuff for me today? Any cool items, cogs, bits and bobs? What you got?
Just what's ever in my pack. I was on my way back to my stash, and then, everything went down. I haven't been able to get back to my home, where all my stuff is.
I got some trinkets here for you, too.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at these. I made a ring that automatically cuts your fingernails. You want that?
He looks at his long-ish fingernails. Yes.
Yeah, try it out for size. That's for you. And Boram always just likes to bring him the stupid, like, tiny oddball trinkets he makes that never go anywhere.
He puts on this ring and he sees that his nails begin to get trimmed. He goes, oh.
Not too bad.
And then he looks at his other hand. He goes, you got another one?
Only got one going, actually. You put two on, it gets a little Riley. Almost lost a fingertip.
He takes the nail off. Or takes the ring off and puts it on the other hand.
Exactly. You got it.
So what brings you to me?
I'll take some of your wares, little bits I can use for items, but...
I'll tell you what, I'll set you up if you can get back to my home.
Well, yeah, of course. The second that's done, I'll let you know. Where you gonna be?
I'm staying here for the time being. Then he points to the tavern that he's in.
Fair enough. Hey, more importantly, though, you haven't made any progress on finding Shagrina, have you?
You know, I ask around in my own way. I haven't had any visuals on her, but I have heard someone of similar appearance in the city. You know, it's pretty unique characteristic when you hear it.
In Baldaris?
Yes. And he looks at you with like a tilted head, kind of like looking at you from, like he's pointing his forehead at you. He's like leaning one hand. He has like his fist on his chin. He's looking at you. And he's like, as if he's delivering bad news to you. As he like leans in and nods.
Okay.
Those characteristics you don't see every day. So
No, you don't.
no visuals, but very possible she's been in the city.
Okay, noted. I'll keep an eye on myself, but I'll bring you more of those fun trinkets. You let me know. But hey, let's just share an ale, catch up, talk a bit.
Absolutely.
And they just talk for a while, play some cards, and we'll do that for a bit before he goes back home.
So he gives you some information about this problem, and he lets you know that these Choldriths are dangerous in their own way because they are poisonous. But he also lets you know that they have a sensitivity to sunlight, which is why they stick to the dark. They are also creatures of the Fae that are not technically uncommon to be on the material plane, but they are naturally creatures of Fae. But for them to be found in the location they are, where they are, they're worried that there's like a nest of them nearby due to their discovery. These are not like creatures you'll randomly find exploring the Underdark. These are religious creatures. They do have intelligence. They are revered within their own community, and they are heavy worshippers of Loth, which is the spider god, which is good that they found it now, because if it was left undisturbed, it could have been more fatal later.
Yeah, and then when Boram gets home, he spends the rest of his time making that magic item that he's been making for Vivien.
Okay.
And he has been testing some of his own blood and finding out some new abilities on top of that.
And that's where we'll end your downtime. Kaz'il, you spend your downtime looking for a place to live. You have found a few places. There are a few homes that are for sale or for rent. And it really just comes down to like what's in your budget. There's a place in Westerly. There's a lot of places in the Stacks. And there's a couple of places in the Portside District. Westerly is considered very, very safe. Portside District is about 80% safe, but a lot of out-of-towners come in because that's where the city gets its imports from.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the Stacks where Boram lives, and you know all about the Stacks. Anything in the Portside District would range between, if you're going to buy something, it's going to cost 30,000 gold. If you want to rent something, it'll cost you 500 gold a week. In Westerly, it's going to be much higher. It's going to be like 1,500 a week to rent something, and about 100,000 gold to buy something. And the more money you would like to put in, we can get into those details, would be a bigger and better place.
Is there any like sort of like warehouse area? Because I was thinking like somewhere like down, like maybe like instead of like an actual house, like a warehouse, or like some with like maybe a little bit more space, like a bigger industrial side of things rather than like a neighborhood.
There are plenty of warehouses and things like that to accommodate, but they're typically reserved for like business owners. That would take a little bit of time and investigation to do. It's just information I don't have on hand at the moment. There is a compound on the north end of Boldaris. It's the old guild house where the 5 guilds used to live. It's all the way on the north end. It costs quite a bit of money, but that's like something to strive to, and that is open to anyone who wants to invest that much money into the place. Is there any reason why you would want a warehouse?
I mean, he wasn't really thinking like, having like neighbors and like living like in a house. He was thinking more like he might be able to just blend in, like going in and out of like a warehouse, like in like a non-high foot trafficked area, I guess, compared to like I said, like living in like a neighborhood.
To get something like a warehouse, that's something you would have to buy out, and they are pretty pricey. So like a small warehouse would probably run you like 10,000 gold, and then you would have to pay like taxes and such.
Kaz'il kind of just does like a little House Hunters episode over the next 3 days and just kind of goes around like looking at different places.
At the end of this session, I will send you a brochure of things that are available, because I do believe that the 4 of you agree to try to get something.
Yeah.
Which would be a bastion, and that's how you spend your downtime, unless you would like to do something else.
No, that's it.
And then Vivien, you have earned your new item as it's ready for pickup. Would you like to share what that item is?
Yeah, sure. It is a wisdom stone, which is going to help increase my wisdom stat by 1, unless I lose it, of course. Apparently, it rolls around my head.
Yes.
So I'm just going to have this little stone flying around me, and knowing her, she's probably going to put a flower on it, so it looks a little less funny. But now, I go from -1 in my wisdom, to a 0, which is good. We'll take it.
So how the stone specifically works is that it's a stone that goes around your head, kind of halos your head a little bit. You do have to activate it to use it. So in combat, like you can if you're doing a check, you can always say you activate it, because this is something that people will notice as you're walking around the city. So
oh crap.
To flavor it, we'll just say whenever you go to make a check, you turn it on, then use it. If you want to turn it on in combat, it will take a bonus action.
Okay.
It does specifically say that on the item. But in roleplay and non-combat situations, you can just apply it to your rolls and it turns on when you use it.
Sweet. What's the exact name for it again?
IOUN stone.
Yes.
IOUN.
And then there's a few of those.
Thank you.
And it's it'll say wisdom. Is there anything else you wanted to do on your downtime, Vivien?
I am just babysitting / supervising Myelin's excursion. So for his time that he's like by the body and everything, Vivien's just up top on the roofs.
Does he know she's there?
I think so.
I mean, you gave me a thumbs up at the body, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah.
So that is downtime activities, and we're going to pick up on the 13th of Kythorn. Are the 4 of you meeting up at Boram's place in the morning or in the evening to go down there?
No time like the present, I guess. I don't think Vivien has anything else to do. She'll probably roll up in the morning.
Yeah, I think Kaz'il's probably just gonna head over to meet up with everybody.
Yeah, when you get there, Boram's working on some potions in the morning and lets you in.
Good morning.
Ain't no day like today. Who's ready to go on a creepy crawly mission?
I guess we gotta.
I learned a bit about him. Notes are on the table. And he points a thumb to the center table as he continues working on potions.
What were these animals again?
Oh, they something called Choldrith. They're not great. They worship Loth. They from the Fae again as well. So just think about that a while.
Kaz'il, you are familiar with Choldrith. They are creatures of the Fae. They are nasty. They do worship Loth. They are commonly found in the Winter Court, and they are found in other dark parts of the Feywild, but most of the Winter Court is in darkness, so it makes sense that you'll find them there. You also know that there are variations of these creatures. So you also add into the conversation that there are bipedal ones. Rather than a ball with a bunch of legs sticking out of it, there are bipedal ones that have like 4 arms that have like these heavy elfish spideristic creatures, like as if an elf was essentially bitten by a spider, then gets those characteristics, like their face becomes fuzzy, they get all these different eyes, they have 4 large arms that look like spider legs, but they work as arm appendage. They typically serve the ones that look like the ones with a ball of legs, because those are more heavily mutated and higher on the totem pole, you would say. They are sacrificial creatures. You do know that as Boram begins to explain that they have definitely stumbled across a nest.
Yeah, okay, well, these things are no joke, and, interesting. And then I kind of go on to just tell the group everything Tony just said.
Oh my gosh, you guys fought that by yourselves?
Tried, ain't that right, little one?
Yeah, they're very, like, atypical, they got kind of an alcove down there.
Myelin, your vocabulary.
What?
Is good.
What, I use words?
Are you reading your dictionary?
Maybe.
That's pretty good, buddy.
He pulls out his dictionary because he's very proud. Kicks his feet.
Keep going. That's the best you could do.
All right, Factor, there's your eggs. I got you some bacon, too. And I put down breakfast for Myelin. I'm assuming you two already ate.
Sure.
I think Vivien would have, yes. Yeah, I did. But I'll always steal a piece off Myelin if needed. And I'm going to jokingly go to try grab one from him, just to bug him.
No, you get your own appetite.
Make sure to clean up your pillow fort after this, okay? And Boram goes back and grabs some potions. Hey, Dindrin, Vivi, take these. You might like these. Good for you two. And he hands 2 potions to you, and they're both potions of speed that would increase your speed by 10.
Do we know it's a potion of
That's some
speed
leftovers,
this
so.
time?
What's up?
Do we know it's a potion of speed this time? Not going to go flying?
This time I identified them. Last time I woke up and had to get going.
Okay.
So yes, they potions of speed.
Thank you.
And then Boram's got nothing else to do. He's ready to go. And maybe as they're walking out, he's like, all right, listen, I might not be the best help here. A lot of my spells, they poison, and I don't know if they affect these guys. So I'm going to be supporting y'all the best of my ability.
You can drag us out if we get downed. Amazing.
Oh, I'll be healing you up right.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm ready.
Myelin looks at the group. It's just kind of waiting for everyone to say let's go. Otherwise, he's just going to continue licking his plate.
Boram eventually grabs the plates, puts them in a place ready to do dishes, and grabs his coat and his goggles and heads out. Let's go, Factor.
Don't forget your goggles.
Grab your goggles.
I'm coming. Okay. And he puts his goggles on. And he's ready to go.
Oh, Myelin, you got those in night mode.
Oh. What?
And you see that Boram like twists the lenses of them, and they turn from dark to
I've been doing this the whole time.
a more transparent. That's what you do when it's in the sun, okay?
Oh my goodness.
When it's not in the sun, you in the caves. You keep them like this so that you can see all right. And Myelin and Boram are kind of chatting about some of that stuff as they walk, and he locks the door as they leave.
Vivien's going to turn to Kaz'il real quick and go, he takes on a dad role, like, out of nowhere. My gosh, I didn't expect that from Boram.
You know, I don't know. He always talks about his family, so
I guess that's true.
I feel like maybe he kind of sees it in Myelin. That's at least my guess.
Well, at least we know Myelin's not off in some random hole anymore.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Stop picking your nose.
No, he's just blowing his nose, like doing like little snot rockets. I can't breathe.
Don't wipe it on me.
It's stuck on me. Come here.
You never change, Petit. And he puts Myelin up on his shoulders as they walk.
I'll grab you a tissue next time, Myelin, from my house. I'll get you a nice one. I can even embroider your little name on it.
Ooh,
I'm gonna write that down.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
That would really ameliorate the situation, wouldn't it, Myelin?
So you guys leave a little bit earlier because you've decided as a group, after learning more about what the potential threat, to not let Sunny join you on this and go to one of the entrances of the Undercity. Wow, what is this, World of Warcraft? The 4 of you go to the entrance of the underbelly, where there are guards standing outside of it, trying to keep all the angry civilians from entering it. 3 days have passed, and these people have not been able to return home. A lot of them are airing their grievances on how they really can't afford to stay at taverns much longer. They're asking if this is going to be settled, in which they are transparently trying to explain the dangers of what's beyond in the underbelly and how they just won't let people back in. And people are like, we'll take the risk. We just want to get our stuff. And they just are keeping everybody at bay. When you go to report for this quest, they explain the dangers to you. As a matter of fact, the reward for this has gone up a little bit. 400 gold to 800 gold. And still 1 bronze voucher from the city. They then explain to you, since 3 days have passed, that a number of people who have tried to gone down there and help have perished. They have been somewhat victorious and able to kill a bunch of these creatures. However, they explain that they only have a rope ladder that leads down to this nest of spiders that they have found. There are not only of these monstrosities that you fought a few days ago, but there are also giant spiders down there as well. They typically wait for people to go down and then ambush rather than trying to fight them out of the hole that they came from. What they've been doing is, as people are going down, guards are watching from the top with crossbows and raining down crossbow bolts, and then as people go down, a few guards go with them as well to help assist. So far, 8 guards have been killed and 7 mercenaries have been killed throughout the last 3 days.
Wow, they must have sucked.
They allow you to go inside the underbelly to the hole that had exploded in where this main event had happened, and there are tents and like little battle armaments set up to kind of contain the hole so nothing comes out. That seems very well fortified, which is probably why none of these creatures have tried to come out and attack anybody in the underbelly yet. However, you do not see any other volunteers right now. It is just the 4 of you and a troop of guys getting ready to go down. A troop of guards getting ready to go down.
Excuse me, who do we talk to about getting into mines? We're here for the help, not to do anything else like that.
One of the guards points you right through to the camp, and you see Captain Gregory, who had originally posted the quest, who is now overseeing and managing this excursion down there. He goes, talk to our captain right over there. He will fill you in. You walk into the underbelly. It is quiet and very dark. There's no signs of life other than this fortification around this hole.
Paladin, maybe you take the lead. They might like you better.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Or lights a cigarette.
Yeah. Also for this, even though we just bought it, for this quest alone, Kaz'il is actually back in his normal, like, shiny armor.
Okay.
But yeah, he walks over to Captain Gregory. So, this is where all the action is, huh?
Yes, sir. And he looks at you as he turns around. He goes, and he like eyes you up and down. He doesn't address your armor, but clearly takes notice of it. And he seems well-mannered. Yes, this is where we've been posted up the last few days. It's been, unfortunately, quite the bloodbath. I've lost good men. And unfortunately, some volunteers have been lost. And the ones that have been coming in have kind of lost hope. And we're about a day or two away from taking more extreme measures. And you see that there's a group of not only House of Arms members at like this war table per se, but there's also other guild members discussing more extreme actions. You hear like terms like explosions. People just want to seal it up. They're talking about gassing the place, and they're talking about the pros and cons of all these extreme measures on how to deal with this situation. And they're all explaining their concerns from their point of beliefs. You hear some terminology about dragons. You hear some terminology about nature, how it'll affect the city, the underbelly biome, and things of that nature. So pros and cons of all these extreme measures. And then Gregory turns to you. He goes, I'd really not want to do any of those. We just don't know how deep this nest goes. We haven't been able to clear out more than just the beginning area. It's very, very dark down there. There is no light. So the only light source you will have is of your eyes and of the torches you bring.
Kaz'il immediately thinks of Boram. Okay. Well, don't worry. And Kaz'il puts his hand on his shoulder and says, me and my friends over here will take care of it. And I like to think, like, you know, the camera pans and it's like Vivien, a fucking little child fucking panda, like fucking picking his nose, and like just like a skinny scientist. And it's just like, you know, like the fucking B team, like the hard like B team vibes.
For a moment, the animation of the three of them turned into like Invader Zim scrawny style.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it.
As he's coughing from a cigarette.
Quite the...
Vivien's gonna pull her hood up higher so she's not recognized.
Quite the band of mercs you have here.
Bonjour. We take care of it.
Well, we are about to make another descent if the 4 of you are coming along. And it looks at you and almost immediately trusts you, Kaz'il. I'm going to send 2 guards down with you. The 4 of you are going to go, and then 2 more are going to assist you. And then we are going to assist. And he points to a bunch of other guards that are surrounding the entrance of this hole with heavy crossbows.
Mm-hmm.
It's bit of a tight fit down there, so we can't send too many people at a time, which is it's a major part of the challenge that we've been seeing. It is also very difficult to move. So, if you have any more questions, we're ready to go if you are.
Let's do it. And I kind of walk back over to the group and I let them know, like, everything they just said when it comes to, like, the visibility and the danger and the space down there and stuff like that.
Yeah, figured it'd be dark. And Boram snaps his finger and puts a lantern into existence.
And he gestures to a very well-constructed, but still, rope ladder that leads down into the hole. It takes a few minutes as you're going down, as it's very dark in this cave. And as you begin to descend, almost instantly, the walls of the cave become very sticky and full of web. You are going to be affected with difficult terrain in this area.
Oh man, I hate these things. This takes so long to get out of my armor.
You begin to descend further and further. Dried blood and bones stick out of the cave walls. And as you make it to the bottom, you hear a squish and a crunch as you are standing over scattered, decaying bones and heavy, sticky web. You turn around, facing away from the ladder, and you are immediately greeted by a giant dead spider on its back, filled with crossbow bolts, as it seems to be quite larger than the smaller, dead Choldriths that have been slain around the base of this ladder. There are high piles of bloody, web-soaked rocks all around you. There is about 3 paths from your initial landing point from coming down from this ladder. There are shriveled up, decayed, webbed, cocooned bodies spread all around you, hanging from the ceilings, attached to the walls at all different heights, and scattered throughout the floor. These bodies look like they were here for a very, very long time. Nothing is moving. Everything is quite still. As you're looking around, you see several dead bodies of mercenaries that came down here before. Some dead guard members. As you notice, the 4 guards that came with you kind of look at them with a little bit of solace. Solemn, very sad. And then you see these dead Choldrith bodies, and you see the guards take out their torches and start to light up the area. They throw a few on the floor, but your boots are very heavy and sticky. In difficult terrain, if you are affected by it, you will lose half your movement.
Ooh, those potions might be very helpful in here. Glad I made those.
Is there anything the 4 of you would like to do right now as the guards begin to set a perimeter around this base area?
All right, I'm gonna try something new. And you see Boram put some components and a bit of his own blood into his gloves of alchemy, and he's going to cast invisibility on himself.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow, some things just never change.
I was waiting for
One
it.
campaign to another, man. I would like to also use a spell slot, and I am going to cast Bless on the 4 of us.
Ooh.
I cast invisibility after he cast Bless.
Okay, all right. And as one of the guards heads towards the west to set up a perimeter, you hear him shout, "Look alive, we got one!" As one of the Choldriths reveal themselves from the shadows, from high above the blood-soaked rock, jumps down and attempts to pounce on the guard to your west. And that's where we're going to roll initiative.
Get business done with the new American Express Graphite Business Cash Unlimited card. With unlimited 2% cash back on all eligible purchases, unlimited 5% cash back on flights and prepaid hotels booked through American Express Travel Online, and a flexible spending capacity that can grow with your business, you'll have the confidence to keep building. Apply today and earn a welcome offer of $1,500 cash back after you spend $50,000 in qualifying purchases on your new card within the first 6 months of card membership. Terms apply. Learn more at go.amex/graphite.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
So, fun fact for the audience, if you are invisible when you go into initiative, you get advantage on initiative in 2024.
Vivien's got 16.
It's an 18 for Boram.
12 for Myelin.
19.
Starting at the top of the initiative. Initiative 23, which is this Choldrith that has launched itself from this large blood-soaked rock. As it leaps off, you do see the underbelly, where you see all of these, you see about a dozen legs, and in the center of this ball of legs, you see the torso of this Choldrith with its 8 eyes, and it has 2 arms, and it already has this dagger that is now forming mid-air, almost like a specter with like a ghost dagger that is forming. Jumps down and attempts to land on one of the guards and lands with a 14 to hit. It has knocked the guard down prone, and you hear a harsh scream as he shoots out a crossbow bolt that misses into the dark cave, and you hear as you hear the spectral dagger slip into one of the loose parts of his armor as he is currently on top of him. Still on initiative 23, on your east side, you see another one of these Choldriths jump down from this blood-soaked rock and start heading in your direction. And heads to one of the guards. Tries to attack him with a natural 20. You see that it ducks under, jumps up with the spectral dagger, slices, dealing a total of 26 points of damage as you see it just comes up and slices him in the chest. The guard takes a few steps back as he's beginning to bleed, and then you see the scar begin to bubble over as if he got a serious infection from the attack, as it begins to scab up and then burst almost like a mini explosion as he's just succumbed to this dangerous venom and falls to the floor dead. One of the guards instantly dies because that was a critical strike. We're going to move to initiative 19. Kaz'il.
Kaz'il is going to probably charge the spider that just killed the guard. He's going to take out his sword and hold his shield, and he's just going to look at the group and just say, all right, well, let's do this. And he's going to run for, the one that just killed that guard and try to attack him. Wait, I get blessed, right? That's a D4.
I don't think it affects an that one, though.
It does not affect an that one. You miss. What else are you doing?
That's it, I guess.
We move to initiative 18, Boram.
I think he's just going to try shooting a crossbow bolt at the spider next to Kaz'il here.
Go ahead and roll with advantage as you are invisible.
Not great. That is a... Wait, I do bless. Great, 1. So that is going to be a 14 to hit.
That's going to miss.
As he pops out of invisibility, he's like, that was not worth it. And he puts another bolt back into his crossbow. And just kind of moves back a little bit against the wall.
As you move to initiative 16, Vivien with Myelin on deck.
I see everything going on, and I want to... Let me double check the one thing I forgot to look at. Just how far away am I? 20 feet? Sick. I want to use steady aim, and I want to use my short bow and shoot at the one that attacked but didn't kill the guy yet. The one away from Kaz'il.
Yeah, the guy who is screaming, covered by a giant spider, being stabbed.
That's the one.
As you hear rapid...
Vivien's gonna shoot at that one because yuck.
Go ahead.
Oh no. 11.
That was with advantage?
No.
You just used steady aim.
Thank you.
Plus a D4.
Plus a D4?
Plus a D4.
Oh, shit.
She's almost a D&D god. Don't worry. She's
we
getting
need
there.
this. We need this playmat. Dang it.
Okay, plus 1. So 16. 16. I'm gonna hit.
Hits.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Okay. Piercing.
Watch your profanity.
Watch your profanity.
Sorry. 6 points of piercing damage.
Plus sneak attack.
With 13 points. Pew!
As we move to initiative 12, Myelin.
I see the guy getting stabbed, and I'm going to teleport him with my warp propel. I'm going to warp propel him over by Vivien.
What?
He's over to the, what is that, northwest. He's now going to be straight to my east by Vivien.
You teleport him as you see a puddle of blood from where he was now underneath the Choldrith, as the Choldrith shrieks in bloodthirst as the guard, who is now attacked, lands behind Vivien next to the ladder where the 4 of you came down from, very badly hurt.
And then, so I'm going to mind sliver the one that was attacking him.
Absolutely. That's an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw.
Fails with a 4.
3 damage, but subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw until the start of my next turn. And then I'm gonna all of a sudden look and be like, and then I'm gonna run and get as far east as I possibly can away from everything.
As you move to initiative 1, Myelin, as you run, you pass Vivien and look behind her as you see a giant spider on the rock that was camouflaged into the background now comes down and struts, crawls in the wall and rushes towards
smugly forward
and begins to rapidly approach Vivien and the down card and Boram and you. It is going to the giant spider with the deep blood red underbelly, screeches on its hind legs and lunges at Vivien.
Oh, come on.
Going to make it a bite against Vivien with a 15 to hit. You're going to take 7 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And 7 points of poison damage.
Ow.
As this massive spider like...
For the record, I didn't engage with this time. It wasn't my fault if I get downed. My new goal is already being destroyed.
As we move to initiative 23 at the top of the round, which are these Choldriths. The one on the west descends southward to the other guard and tries to attack him. Hits with a 19, dealing 7 points of damage to the guard. Guard takes a nasty hit, but is still up. The other Choldrith, the one in front of Kaz'il, is going to try to attack Kaz'il. Misses with a 7.
Huh, peasant.
As it shrieks at you, as this ball of legs begin to violently quiver. I don't know where we're going now. As we move to initiative 19, Kaz'il.
He is going to cast a cantrip, and he's going to cast Sacred Flame onto the creature. Oh no, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
So dex saving throw of 13.
Else.
So it takes 1d8 radiant damage. 7 radiant damage.
Ooh, 7 points of radiant damage as it ignites this holy flame.
That is Sacred Flame. That is going to be it.
As we move to initiative 18, Boram.
Oh, rough terrain is going to make this difficult. All right, I'm just gonna chill for now. I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna be like, all right, Jolie, take care. And I'm gonna bonus action give her a healing word. And that's going to give her 8 points of health back.
Ooh.
Thank you.
As I step up a little bit next to the guard. We gotta get this under control. And I shoot another crossbow bolt towards this guy. As I get a 17 to hit. As it takes 7 points of piercing damage.
As we move to initiative 16, Vivien.
All right. I'm hurting a little, but a little less thanks to Boram. So I'm going to use my returning dagger, and I'm going to use a Nick property, and I'm going to offhand attack at the same time. So 2 attacks at once.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
And it's also going to use sneak attack because it's right on top of us. I got, 7. Oh, I got a nat 1 on my returning dagger. But the other one, 18.
It's.
All right. 7 plus my sneak attack. 12 points of piercing damage.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. 12 points of piercing damage.
And then I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage. And I'm going to run towards Kaz'il. Let me just double check distance. I'm pretty sure I can make it over there. And I'm going to super cool go back to back with Kaz'il and get ready for the next spider. And as Vivien gets up to Kaz'il, she'll go, okay, this is pretty rough. Let's do our best. And that's her turn.
As we move to initiative 12, Myelin.
Oh, goodness. What to do? I want to move towards where the group is, which is to the north. So I'm going to be in between Vivien and Boram at this point. I'll be like, Vivien, get back here. Help. And as he starts running there, he sees the thing that Kaz'il is fighting and immediately stops in his tracks and is like kind of worried about where to run to. He's kind of like looking around, doesn't know what to do. He's going to lift up his hand and cast a spell. And it's going to be Mind Spike.
Mind Spike!
On the thing right in front of us. Creature must make a wisdom saving throw.
Fails.
11
points of psychic damage as you mind spike it. As you see its head begin to As it goes on its hind legs, its head begins to warble and compress into itself. Dead. Falls on its back. Legs begin to twitch in the air.
Oh my god, I got it.
As we move to initiative 10, which are the guards, the one to the southwest is going to attack the Choldrith that's attacking him. The guard is going to hit, going to swing with a 16 to hit, dealing 10 points of damage and kills that Choldrith. Crumples and goes onto the floor, dead. The one that's next to Boram looks around and is going to take out a throwing knife, throws it, and chucks it at the big spider that is standing over the guard that's downed on the floor next to the ladder. Hits on the money. Ooh, okay, that one doing some damage. Gonna deal 6 points of damage to it.
Woohoo.
Then we're going to move to initiative 1, which is the giant spider, which is the only visible enemy at this time, which is on top of the guard, and is going to come down and attack him. The spider's going to get advantage on this because he is prone. Somehow misses as the guard rolls out of the way, breathing, trying to hold on as he is still heavily bleeding. As we go back to the top of the round, it's going to go to initiative 20, which is a lair action. And you start to hear the knockbacks of arrows coming from the top of the hole where the ladder's from, and then you hear 4 arrows, crossbow bolts, come down, shooting at the giant spider as the guards have now taken aim and are confident in their shots because Captain Gregory did mention that there is going to be some type of support from the top if they can see anything. The giant spider standing directly under the ladder, they will absolutely see this. 1 crossbow bolt hits, 1 misses, a second one hits, and the 4th one hits. So he's going to get hit 3 times. He's going to take 12 points of damage as a rain of crossbow bolts come out and shoot this thing in the back. It dies as it goes to attack that last guy. The guard rolls out of the way, and as it regains its composure, all these crossbow bolts rain down from the ceiling, and it falls flat as you see one of the guards run over to pull his partner out from now the dead giant spider. The 4 of you are currently out of combat. However, moving forward, mechanically, we're going to keep the same initiatives.
All right, that wasn't too bad so far.
Mm-hmm.
As Boram swings his lamp around and kind of steps further into the cave. Which way we go first?
You see one of the guards is helping the badly hurt one. You see that he lights a small torch, almost acting as like a flare, and that one glows blue. And then he waves it at the bottom of the ladder. You see that after a few moments pass, a second rope comes down, and it looks like essentially a lift to carry up or hoist up bodies or injured people come down as they are now escorting that guard back up. And then after a few moments, as you guys decide, they also try to do the dead body to try to bring him back up.
So I guess we just wait for them to come back and keep going?
Yeah, does the next wave come down, or how does this work?
Well, we gotta see if they send more men. We are kind of dwindling down. They're still deciding on next measures to see if they want to send more people or have any more volunteers. We're down here because, well, they got some of our friends that have come down here, and we don't need to be down here, but we want to be down here. We want to avenge our fallen brothers.
Kaz'il gives a firm nod.
Those 2 guards join you after helping those 2 guards get hoisted back up.
All right, well, Vivien, stay close. I've got something I can try to help you with, but I probably need to cast it either right before battle or right as it starts.
Okay, sounds good to me.
You know what? Maybe we just leave. I think we did our job, right? Everything good?
Not yet, Factor.
No. Well...
Sorry, Myelin, you're doing great.
I just want to kind of leave, but okay, fine.
Well, Myelin, if you want to leave, you can. No one's going to force you to be here.
He's uneasy about leaving at this point, but he's going to give everyone a tiny orange.
Thank you for the orange, Myelin.
What does that do again? It's like it's like healing?
I already got 3 of these, but 4 is nice.
1d6 plus 4.
1d6 plus. So now I have 4 of them.
Just making sure everyone's got, the health that they need.
Wow.
Looks at Vivien.
Heads up! As you see one of the guards point down this pathway in between 2 mountains of giant rocks, you do see that there is another giant spider making its way, using its massive legs to crawl in between the space along the walls. It's about 10 feet up in the air as it hisses and shrieks in your direction. Underneath it, you do see this bipedal humanoid elf-looking spider, and it's holding 4 daggers in its hands, screaming this high-pitched screech, running towards you in its direction, not affected by the webbed terrain. And that is where we're going to end this week's session.
What a good one.
We can still leave. I'm telling you guys, we can just leave right now.
I hate spiders.
What's wrong with spiders?
What do you mean? Nobody hates spiders more than me.
I'd believe that, but I still hate them.
Especially face spiders. Ew.
Oh my god.
Ew. This is a good fight. I didn't expect a guard to already die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you crit.
Yeah, it did. It did crit.
It reminds me of like what's that movie, Space Troopers or whatever, where they just like show up and just people are immediately fucking dying. Just like super gory, you just get murdered. They're like, oh fuck.
It's an ugly planet. It's a bug planet. I love that movie.
I'm doing my part.
As we close out this session, does anybody have any recommendations before we spin the wheel of intros?
I have one.
There you go.
Go for it.
So it's a game I've been playing recently. It's called Sky Cards. It's a mobile game.
Ooh.
What it is it's a plane collecting game. So if you're into like planes and all different types of planes, like it's kind of for you. What it is and it lines up with like the worldwide like flights, like live flights of like all airplanes across the world. And anytime an airplane gets within like 20 miles of you, I don't really know exactly what the radius is, you can like capture it or take a photo of it and you like add it to your inventory. And there's like different rarity of planes.
So is it like Pokemon Go?
Airplane Go, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
What?
Pokemon Go?
Well, I know what Pokemon Go is, but it's like, so you can like look up and like, so in the way you unlock airports is you capture or like take photos of planes headed for certain airports.
Oh.
And then you can like, you know, I guess teleport to that airport and like collect all the planes flying in and out of that airport. It's pretty cool.
What's it called?
It's called Sky Cards. So I've been playing it recently, and it's kind of cool. You can even click planes, and it says like where the plane is going, the tail number of the plane, like its altitude, how many times it's been caught before in the game.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah,
that's a cool concept.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like that.
Gets me an excuse to go outside. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even have to go outside. You just sit in your room and do it.
Now I don't have to go outside.
But you have to take a picture of it though, right?
No, but it's like in game, right? So it's like a fake plane. So it's almost like a targeting system where like there's a little square in the front of your screen and the plane like crosses your like phone and you have to like press the button as the plane is like in the square to like take a photo of it.
Gotcha.
And then that's how you like gain experience of like how clean quality the photo is. You lose like experience if there's like clouds in your photo, shit like that.
Oh damn.
It's just kind of cool. Like you learn like all different like types of airplanes and shit. And it's a good like time waster, I guess. Like if you have nothing to do, trying to burn some time.
All right, let's go ahead and spin that wheel of intros. Thanks for the amazing rec. I'm actually gonna check that out.
All right.
This gets so close to soup.
So close, but it was on Infamous Dino.
What are we the next 4 of?
The other 4 classic video games I like to play that nostalgically for that nostalgic feeling, starting with the I know the graphics look bad now, but trust me, the game is bomb. Alec.
Ooh, that means I get to go first. He's someone in first.
Nope.
Let us know below if we should add a new initiative where if you say a person, they get to go first.
Traditions don't die. Traditions
you don't get to
don't
veto
die.
it. The audience gets to decide.
Nope. Nuh-uh.
And yet the first episode, you passed it off to someone else that wasn't Jared.
I don't believe you.
Okay. Whoa.
All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and give your most spider goodbye.
What's up? I'm a spider. Bye.
In the dawn of time, within the cinders of burning ashes, kindled by legendary warriors' burning spirits, lay those who remain in the cold, cooling embers of the shadows. As the world is born, burned, and renewed, there are a few whose legacy transcends stories and fables. their legacies etched in the very fabric of human history. They are known as the Shadow Smugglers. Annie, the master of weapons, the dread and hunter, scholar, gentleman, and adventurer, the Jiff Gunslinger, Alistair Jacobs. Next are the Bloodshot Bandits, those who get the job done. Called in when armies and heroes fail, the Bloodshot Bandits arrive with fierce confidence and triumphant power. For when the Bloodshot Bandits arrive, foes fall, and the only thing that remains is the enemy's hushed whispers of their regrets. They are Artemis, the fighter and guardian of Kemi-Jo, Lord Drama of the highest of elves, master of the finest fineries this side of Umbrea. Next is the rogue changeling, Sly. Then we have Knockmock, Novo's biggest competition, followed by Brandy Woodburner, the wine-wielding wood elf. Then we have Gloric Nightbreaker, the dwarven fighter, Apani Lightbringer, elven cleric of the Corolia Larathin. The Purple Hermits has entered the battlefield. Then we have Jason Hall and the mighty Lane Nuding. And as the bells harbor anew, we have the Sidget College alumni, the scholars and stewards of knowledge, and the heralds of the future. They open new paths of future heroes using the keys of the past. These alumni are Mongo, the Yeti Giant, Sergio, the Retired Knight, Punk, the Vagabond Bard, and Chartreuse Charlie Vexshade, the Gnome Sorcerer, Isaiah Crane, the Architect of Thrall, Aris Incindus, the Fire Ganassi, impulsive and angers quickly. And lastly, Joe Brosnan. He's a cool dude. And last but not least, Umbria's heroes. We have Man with Glass, Jesus, the Frostborn Dragon Warlock, Johnny Tar, John Carroll, Hart the Iron Hammer, Drown, the Barbarian Mobster, Cypress Daywind, a Capybara Circle of the Forest Druid, and then beyond Battleborn, the Bombastic Brigadier Barbarian Half-Orc. Then we have Morgoth, the Unbroken, Gad, the Lizard Folk Rune Knight, Blick, the Warlock who thinks he knows Cajun French, Bree Carlson, Balazar Turroth, the Eldritch Knight of Dragonborn, Bram Iron Spud, the battle-hardened half-orc, a barbarian with an unbreakable appetite for glory, not a stupid goblin, Scotty Williams, and Salomon Codtree. And that's all we have for the Patreon shoutouts. Thank you so much for the love and support, everything in between. If you would like to be added to the very long list of loyal supporters and brave brethren of the Patreon, go ahead and check the link down below. It's in our show notes at patreon.com/DND404. That's patreon.com/DND404. Check it out. There's cool perks. It won't be a waste, I promise. Anyway, until next time, have a good one. Bye. Smooches.